Yo, what is up guys? Today's video, it's actually gonna be simple. We're actually just gonna show you how to make a badger because a lot of people have been asking, and yeah. So, you're gonna go into my Discord server, that will be linked below. Here, we're actually gonna do it this way so you guys can see. Let me grab that really fast. Window capture, add existing, Discord, okay. Let's see here, where is it? Discord. Alright, so we're going to put this right here. What you're going to do is go into my Discord server, as shown, go into announcements, and click up here in the pins. In pins, you will see this right here. Hey y'all, just wanted to let you know the Badger Kit's back. You click on this and you're going to download it. It's not going to pop up, but literally once you go into it, in the top right, it's going to say, like, buy or something like that. It's free. I don't know if it's going to say buy, but it is free, so whatever. You know. But still, grab that. Then, what you're going to do after you're done grabbing that is go into Studio and go into the toolbox, go to My Models, like so, and get the Chafes Badger Kit. Click it. Okay. So, once we're in, we have all of this. We have different buttons. These are what the badges are that you're going to be collecting. And, yeah. So, first things first, click File in the top left. Game Settings. This isn't going to show up for some reason. But, once you click File in Game Settings, you know what we're going to do to make this show up? Let's go to Whole Display really fast. Okay, it's still not showing up. What the heck? Why can you guys not see this? I'll... Oh, here, that's why it's not showing up. There we go. So, whole display... Transform, stretch the screen. Okay, so as you can see it now, I have my whole display showing. What you're going to do, File, Game Settings. You're going to save this to Roblox if you haven't already, so just save it, name it, whatever, doesn't matter. Probably name it like the name of the badger you're making. If you're making a theme, do that. Then it'll open back up, File, Game Settings again. Now we're going to be in here. What you want to do is go to Security. You're going to turn on Allow HTTP requests. You're going to turn on Allow Studio Access to API services. And turn on third-party teleports. Save. Now, everything game setting-wise is set up. Now we just have to get badges. So, what we would do is click on one of these buttons. You'll open up the lights thing. Just close the lights folder. You need the check script. This is the main thing of the whole thing. You do not have to edit anything past this green box. Once this green box, or unless you know what you're doing, do not edit anything past this. Now, the main things we're going to be doing are badge milestones and badges itself. So, I'm going to get some badges really quickly. I didn't grab any because I forgot to. So let's just go get some badges really fast. So let's get like the difficulty upgrade tree. Let's go to Haze Piece, Rivals, and let's do one I don't have. So Itty Bitty City. So difficulty upgrade tree. I have this badge here. We'll use this badge here, and this game doesn't have badges. What's my luck? All right. So also we're just gonna do Rivals twice, just to show you can do the same game. We're going to grab this badge here, which I don't have. So these are going to be our 4 badges. So, all you're going to do is grab the ID of the badge, copy it, paste it in the top one. We're also going to make this easier. If you want, delete 3 of these buttons and just keep 1. What you're going to do is each one of these buttons is going to become what the ID is that you just placed. So this one right here, boom, that's the ID now. And this badge, or this button right here, is now this badge right here. We're going to get rid of this stuff at the end just so it's not confusing yet. You guys will see what I mean after. We'll edit that so you can try and mess around with it if you want to. But, we're also going to, you know what, we'll keep these leaderboards. We'll just put them back here for now. Just for now. So this is the badge own leaderboard. Now if I go into this, you will see I own one badge, and it's green, and it's this badge right here. And now this will update Shafe 1. Perfect. We got that all set up. Now, let's close our toolbox. The other thing that I forgot to mention what you're going to want to do is click on Workspace in the top right of your Properties folder, or just Property or Explorer, and go into the Properties on Workspace, type in Streaming Enabled, and disable it. It will make it run a lot faster, a lot better. It will actually just work now. There's been some issues sometimes where it doesn't. So we're going to delete these 3 real quick. And we're going to add the rest of the badges that we have. So all we do to add those is type in parentheses, or no, what are these, brackets. We type in brackets with the badge IDs. And the same way that we did it before, we're going to grab these buttons right here. If you want a really simple way of doing it, just press Control D, it'll duplicate it, and then just move it over. Or if you're on Mac, I believe it's Command D. And we're just going to do that 4 times because we have 4 badges. And just copy and paste them onto the names. Simple as that. And now, once I do the rest of this, you guys will see that we have one where it's the same game, and I am missing one, so it stays red. And over here, I own 3 in the top right, and on the leaderboard, I have 3. These have nothing on them yet because we haven't messed with specific, like, badges. What is it called? Types. We haven't messed with types or score. You can also... You can have a lot in here. It's just, there's so much you can do with this. Let's see here. So now, we come over here. We got these. This is actually, I clicked the wrong button. Let's go back into the check script. So, actually no, let's go back into game settings really fast and go to monetization. Now we're going to create badges. We have 4 here, so we're going to have a win badge and a halfway badge. For the win badge, we're going to just do... Oh, alright, this one. Let's see here. Where's badges in here? Badges, create a badge, upload image. Let's just upload this really fast. Absolute Cinema. Perfect. We're going to call this halfway. Create badge. And then we're going to create another badge and just do Absolute Cinema again. And call this win. Create badge. And as you can see, now we have a win and a halfway badge in our game. So what we're going to do is lower that. Refresh. And now we have win and halfway. So what we're going to do is grab the ID for halfway and put it inside the one that says 25. So now we have 4 badges, so obviously halfway we're going to have 2. We're going to delete the rest of these. I'm going to just, my own thing, I like putting semicolons at the end of these. You can use commas if you want, but semicolons just looks nicer, in my opinion. Now we're going to go back into game settings, go to monetization, grab the win badge, copy ID, and put that there, 4. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. And then make this 4. Easy as that. So, now we have a win badge and we have a regular thing. Or like a halfway badge. You won't see me get a badge, I believe. Oh no, it did award it. Alright, so we got the halfway badge because I have 2 already. If I had all 4, it would award me the win badge. I'm not going to change it to something, but you can just trust me. It's going to give you the win badge. You're supposed to ungroup this in Workspace. I forgot to do it, but you just hit ungroup on the thing that says ungroup me in Workspace. And boom, that's everything there. So now what we're going to do is mess around with the settings. If you want to make anything custom and you already know how to script, you can turn off teleporter, which will turn off, I don't know if you guys saw, because I didn't touch them, but if you go up to these have click detectors. So if you turn off teleporter, and make it false, and click play. Now these don't have click detectors, so they aren't teleporting you right to the game. You would use this if you're making, like, hidden badges. You would also, if you're going to turn off the teleporter, you're most likely also going to turn off game info. So now they don't pop up. This would be if you're making custom things for this. You're going to make a custom GUI, which if you know how to do that, you don't need an explanation on how to do that. But that's how you do just that. Obviously, if you turn off glowing, it's just going to make them not be as bright. They're just going to be like normal buttons now. They're not going to have that neon effect. Oh. Oh, no, they just turn off like the shadows because this had green on it before. Never mind, but still. So that's all you can do with that. If you want, if you know how to script things, you can scroll down to where it says if hashtag local badges equals hashtag badges, code here. Once you have all the badges in the game, you can make like a specific like thing happen, like fireworks, some particle effects, doors open. You can have that. You can do that right here. I'm not going to code all that right now because I don't have the time. But that's that. And now we're going to mess with the last things. We're actually going to make another extra leaderboard here, and we're going to call this... Actually, we'll just leave that for now. We have all these leaderboards here. Now we're going to mess with these in the background. So, if we go to check badges, go back into check script, we can do... What is next? Is it score? Okay, so we're going to do a comma. And then we're going to add a score to each badge. So say like the harder badges, and if it's harder, I don't know what's what. I think this was first viable, so this would be like a score of 1 because it's easy. Or we'll make it a score of 0 because it's like a free badge, you get it immediately. This alpha player one though would you had to play at a specific time. So we'll make that 5. And then this is a welcome badge, so we'll make that a 0 also. And just for, I don't remember what this is, we're just going to make this 3. So now if we go in, I should have, as you can see, a score of 3 in the top right because I own this one, which is a 3, and I don't own this one, which is a 5. Easy as that. Now, we're actually going to turn back on the teleporter. We're going to turn these all back on so we can see the stuff. But now we can also add, if we do another comma and put quotes, we can add what these badge types are. So pretty much all you do for that is do like skill. And now if I did that for the first one, only the first one's going to have a type of skill. As you can see, it says type skill. All these also have their scores. Again, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It does make like errors in the bottom, but that's just going to happen if one has a score. Like, actually, you can't see it right now, but if I take one of these scores away, it's going to like bug out, but it still works fine. But now if you come over here where it says skill type leaderboard, you can see I have one badge for the skill leaderboard. Because the skill one they're connected. Now we're going to make a different thing because you guys might be asking, how do I make my own leaderboard? Because say I don't have a obby, endurance, puzzle, or skill as the badges. So we're going to make one real fast. We're going to name this one to welcome because it's a welcome badge, right? So now if you went in, play, it's not going to mess with any of them because there's no welcome type leaderboard, right? So now we're going to make one really fast. All you do, we're actually just going to delete these so they don't like mess up anything. We're going to copy this over. We're going to delete this one too because we don't need the extra one. We go on to here, leaderboard. Now what we do is go into configuration. Data store, the name of your data store is going to be the name of... Wait, is it data store? Hold on. No, it's item. My bad, guys. It's item. What the name you put in item is going to be what it's looking for. So if I do welcome here, boom, it's not going to change up here, but this is now a welcome leaderboard just by that. All you do is you go into like leaderboard name and type in welcome type leaderboard. Leaderboard color, if you want, you can change the colors, mess around with this. I'm going to make it blue because why not? Leaderboard color, leader type. You keep leader type the same. Do not mess with that. And then data store. This is just so it saves. So actually, realistically, when you do this one, you do want to change this. Just change it to like, I guess, welcome 001. That's all we got to do. So now, this obviously still says skill. However, now it is a welcome leaderboard completely. So we're going to mess with it a little bit just so it says welcome. We're going to open the leader part. Go to Surface GUI. Open that. Go to scrolling frame. Open that. Where it says tell at the top. We're going to go and scroll to text and just type in welcome. Boom. So now, we We have a welcome leaderboard. If I press play, they're both going to say 1, obviously, because there's both one of each. So we're actually going to make another welcome one just because it's going to be messed up otherwise. So we'll go to this one right here, the one at the end. We're going to make this also a welcome, just so it shows that we can have the leaderboard works. So now that's type welcome, and this should say 2 if I did it right. Oh, it still says 1. Alright, I didn't do it right. Alright, hold on. I haven't messed with leaderboards in a while. Let's see here. So it was this one. Let's see, if I go into main, what did I do wrong here? Okay, so that should all still be the same. That's fine. That should be fine. I believe that should all be fine. A1, nope, that's not that. That should be fine. Is it in here? No, this should be fine too. Okay. So what did we do wrong here? Data store, let me turn off text. Let's go to value. Welcome 001, that's good. Welcome. Oh, also if you do mistype, let me make sure I didn't do that. No, they both say welcome fine. Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. I don't own this one. Of course it's not going to say it. So, if we go here, so it actually was already fine, guys. I'm just stupid. Don't worry about that. Make sure you own the badges when you're trying to test. Otherwise, that's going to happen. Now this should say 2, as you can see. Make sure you own badges when you're testing. Or make it like, just use testing badges, I guess. I don't know. You can figure it out. It's not that hard. But, yeah. Data store item, as you saw, that's how you do all that. Obviously, you can make one for the score too if you want. So we're just going to go to skill. We're going to go into configuration, data store. Change this to say score, item, score, leader type. Keep that the same. Leaderboard color. We're going to change this to like a green. Leaderboard name, score, type leaderboard. And we go now to leader, surface UI, boom, tell, text, and we change this to score. Now all we do is press play again, and you guys now will see that when we come over to here, our score type leaderboard is not working. Why? What did I do wrong? Let's see. Well, let's mess with this a little bit. These might actually only work. I've never actually tried doing a score one, so I don't know if the score ones actually work. Item, leader type, leaderboard color, score type leaderboard, so that should have worked. I don't know. Alright guys, I've never done a score one, so honestly, I'm going to leave this part up to you guys. If you want to mess with it and try to get it to score, like the score one to work, go for it. You can change colors on these, obviously, by just messing with the actual GUI. You can do whatever you need to do. So, like I said, you can mess around with this, all this stuff. That's how you make a Badger. Obviously, make a map if you're going to like try to get in the Badger Hub. Also, I'm going to make a short video on how to put stuff in the Badger Hub shortly. That'll be released later. Yeah. So, that's how you make a Badger. The background bits of the Badger, all the main stuff. So, yeah. Peace.